Okay, this one is on miscommunication. How many times have you said something but they thought that, and vice versa, or wasn't that obvious? And no, honestly, it wasn't. Between sensors and intuitives, there's a whole lot of communication that is missed, and more importantly, misinterpreted. With sensors, sometimes they can miss the bigger picture and see things just at face value, and naturally, honestly, from their point of view, draw their conclusion from that. They looked physically fine. They seemed physically happy. I don't know what I missed. And it's no fault of their own. They're just drawn to forming conclusions off of what they can physically see and experience. So you have to be more verbal about things that should have been a given or they should have known. And then with us intuitive people, we do the same thing. There's several times when we think that there's something more going on that honestly there wasn't. You should have just taken it at face value because it honestly was the way that it appeared to be. And we expect something more when it's not. Sensors, show us one way or another physically how they feel and how they think and how they rationalize and what they find important. They're physically going to show us one way or another. And so we don't really have to do the assumptions nearly as much as we have to, thinking that something is missing. And with the poor sensors, when they're dealing with us, we can't hold them accountable to they should have known that. They're not going to, because we didn't express it in a physical way that they recognize. So yeah, there's a whole lot of miscommunication, but it all is very workable. If you remember the mindset that you're working with, and granted, I'm even guilty of it. Sometimes I get so frustrated or feel so stupid later because, wow, it really wasn't that big a deal, or why didn't they get it? Well, it was my own fault if you really want to consider who's to blame, because I owe it to myself and the other person to recognize that and address it that way. And they can do it to me as well. It's a common courtesy thing, and it's just something to be mindful of. So hopefully it helps with all of this miscommunication that we constantly have. Until next time, goodbye.